In 2023, Ford delivered more than 700,000 F-Series trucks. General Motors delivered nearly 650,000 GMC and Chevrolet trucks. They are very close behind Ford. Now, Ford is saying that it has the most popular electric truck in 2023. I'm not 100% convinced that's true. Rivian might have a thing or two to say about that. Tesla might have a thing or two to say about that in 2024 with the Cybertruck. However, General Motors is saying, hold my beer. Here's the new GMC Sierra EV Denali. And you know what I've got to say? It doesn't look very truck-like. It looks a lot more car-like than a truck, than a pickup truck. But it does look extremely nice, incredibly luxurious. And I think it's going to sell really, really well. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Of course, the pickup truck segment is the most profitable segment in the United States, in North America, period. It's the most popular type of vehicle in America. Obviously, the Tesla Model Y will be the best-selling car in the world. It just beat the Toyota Corolla, but that's worldwide. When it comes to America, you can't really have the best-selling vehicle in America unless you make lots and lots of pickup trucks. That's what General Motors plans on doing. The GMC Sierra EV Denali has made its first public appearance. It's coming in the summer of 2024. It is now the priority for General Motors for some reason than they would for the Chevrolet version. Of course, the Chevrolet Silverado was meant to be cheaper than this. This is like the luxury version of the Silverado. And you've got to admit, it does look better than the GM Silverado. The Chevy Silverado, it looks more kind of, maybe more workmanlike. This looks more luxurious. Now, one thing I noticed is this vehicle looks incredibly low. Like, having a look at these images, guys, it doesn't look like a pickup truck, does it? I mean, look how low that thing is. The tires are clearly nearly touching the guards. That's very unusual. And maybe that's one of the ways that General Motors are going to be able to get more range out of this vehicle by having it sit that low. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll have air suspension and that's the lowest point. It's possible that this is kind of a situation where you go to get out of the car lowers itself, and then you get out. The GMC Sierra EV Denali was spotted in Michigan while it's been undergoing testing. Now, these aren't spy photos. They come from GMC and Buick Global Vice President Duncan Aldred on his X account. So they're shared on Twitter, on X, basically by GMC themselves. The design of Sierra EV hasn't been a secret, but seeing it like this in the wild, you've got to admit it does look really, really good. The GMC Sierra EV Denali Edition 1, so the most expensive version of this truck, actually sold out in 24 hours, but no one knows how many could be ordered. So really, there could have been 3,000. Nobody has any idea. And why you would keep that secret, I don't know. Anyway, can't get any more edition ones, but I mean, who knows how many there even was in the first place. The flagship version of the Sierra EV pickup truck was seen in Duncan Aldred's photos in the Edition 1 launch trim. So this is the Edition 1 version. If you've ordered it, this is what it will look like. So what do you get for your money? Well, you get a 16.8-inch infotainment touchscreen, basically nearly as big of a touchscreen in terms of size as what you get in a Tesla Cybertruck. This is the largest touchscreen ever seen in a GMC vehicle in history, I believe. You also get an 11-inch digital instrument cluster and a multicolor heads-up display. All three are powered by GM's Ultifi vehicle software platform, and the GMC Sierra EV Edition 1 Denali was supposed to launch in early 2024. However, as with all things General Motors and electric, it's been delayed to the summer of 2024. The regular Sierra EV Denali will come late, kind of probably the third or fourth quarter of 2024. This likely means that the Sierra EV Denali will arrive as a 2025 model year version, not 2020 model year as GM initially planned for. Now, either way, I've got to say, I think it looks fantastic. The price, though, here's the thing. It's even more expensive than the most expensive Tesla Cybertruck. Well, actually, that's not really true because the limited edition Cybertruck Beast Mode, that one is $120,000. The standard Tri-Motor Beast Mode Cybertruck, that costs $100,000. This is $7,000 more expensive. It's $107,000. That means, yeah, it's certainly not cheap. What are you getting for your $107,000 US dollars though? Well, you get 754 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque. That's 1,083 newton meters of torque in max power mode. It has a massive battery, way bigger battery than the Cybertruck does. In fact, it's enormous in comparison to the Cybertruck battery. The Cybertruck battery is 123 kilowatt hours, gives the vehicle 340 miles of range in its dual motor version. This has a 200 kilowatt hour battery pack. 200. That is insanely big. And it gives it a range of 400 miles. So yeah, unquestionably, it has a lot more range than the Cybertruck, 60 miles more range. But it's not really that impressive when you think about it. Yeah, it's a bit smaller than the Cybertruck, slightly smaller than a Cybertruck. But the fact that you get 60 miles more range in a vehicle with a battery pack that's 77 kilowatt hours bigger, I think that the range should be more than that, considering how enormous that battery pack is. Anyway, what are your thoughts? What else do you get? Well, you get a new 800 volt architecture. That should allow this new pickup truck from General Motors to charge quite quickly. In fact, it's said to charge 100 miles of range in only 10 minutes using DC fast charging. What else do you get? You get a 4-wheel steering system with Crab Walk, Super Cruise hands-free assistance tech, and Power Station Pro that has offboarding power of 10.2 kilowatts. So in theory, you should be able to send 10.2 kilowatt to your house. You can also charge another electric car. You know, it's got the same features as the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Cybertruck in its ability to send power to other devices, whether that's houses or cars or laptops or whatever that may be. Probably my favorite feature though of GM's new pickup trucks is the Multi-Pro midgate. That unites the bed and the cabin. And this is something that the Cybertruck was theorized it might have. It didn't end up getting it. It's something that all GM pickup trucks are now going to have. The Multi-Pro midgate enables it to be used as an SUV, which I think is a great feature. And it means that you can put much longer items inside the truck. You know, obviously you lift up that midgate between the bed and the actual cabin itself. And then you can, put in much longer pieces of timber, really long surfboards, maybe like a longboard, things like that. That kind of makes up for the fact that the tray is relatively small. It's a 5.5 foot tray. And the reason that makes such a big difference is because you're going from 5.5 foot to a theoretical length of 11 foot or 10.83 feet. Move that midgate up, you get 10.83 feet of length. That's really, really impressive and really practical. Now, one other really cool feature about this is it has 9,500 pounds of towing capacity. So that's around about 4,000 kilos of towing. It's a bit less than the Cybertruck's towing capacity, but still plenty. I don't think you need any more than that. Realistically, I really like this vehicle. Is it worth $107,000? No, absolutely not. But the cheaper variants, I think they could actually be worth having a look at. Keep in mind though, it does have to compete with the Ford F-150 Lightning. That is obviously much, much cheaper. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.